last time we had you on, I believe you were on with Cocaine, the pioneers of G-Funk,
yeah.
the architect.
That's right.
You guys created a whole genre. And since then, I remember, now this is amazing for those of you listening. Once you go back to the archive and check this out, you know, I don't think you were talking to Dre at the time, but since then you landed on the Compton soundtrack for Straight Outta Compton.
Right.
Right. Before we play a song, I want to find out how that transpired because I was like, wow, I was hella happy for you.
Well, the movie kind of brought, I think the movie brought everybody kind of back together because, you know, they used to call me every day down to the set. And that's kind of how we all, reunited, basically, you know. From there, I didn't even know Dre was working on the album. When the movie wrapped up, me and Law actually started working on the Black Godfather album at this particular time. And then he started working on Compton. And then he called me one day when we were working on, actually I called me and Law called DLC and was chopping up with DLC about the album. He's like, well, shit, me and Dre back in the studio working on some stuff too. What's up? So about a day later, I end up getting the contact from Law to talk to Dre just to, chop it up because I hadn't seen him since, the movie, right, was being put together. So when I hit him, he was like, well, come through. I want to play some tracks for you. Let me know what you think about the album. And, I was like, you working? He was like, yeah, I'm going in. So I think I'm going to drop something. From there, I stopped doing what I was doing, basically, went in with him for like a week, and we just kind of vibed out like the old Ruthless days. It was like being back at Ruthless,
Wow.
And then from there, about the third or fourth day, he was like, after I listened to a bunch of songs and vibed out with him, he was like, man, you want to get on the record? And then, that same night, the musicians came in. He started developing the idea to Loose Cannons, and then from there, we just, laid it. Kind of, I mean, it was like organic. Everything was kind of like, it's kind of like it was supposed to happen. I wish I had this incredible story, that, he called me and, it was like the skies opened to some shit, but it was really like two old partners coming back together on a musical level and just vibing. Yeah.
Like you said, it took you back to the early days.
It felt like Rufus, in the spirit. I think that was just the spirit of Eazy-E. I don't want to sound spooky on your show, dog, but, I think that's the way Eric would have wanted it, Like, that movie kind of blessed all of us to come to grips with each other, Like, whatever indifferences we had in the past, I think we let that go by his spirit, Because that's the way he wanted. I know I saw it. I witnessed it come out of his mouth. He told me that's what he wanted. He wanted us all to be back together as a family. I mean, I'm sorry it took these many years, but finally it did. We did it. We kind of put all our differences to the side, and decided to do something. And look what happens. The movie sells 200 million. His record is platinum. And we all back in the same room together. He's on my album. Cube's on my album. All those things made it be. All those things. The movie made it like that.
Yeah.
And to me, the movie was the spirit of him, so.
Yeah, that's amazing. You said, the Black Godfather, you got Cube on there. You got, what was it like reconnecting with Ice Cube after all these years?
Oh, me and Cube, we've been cool for a lot of years now because like, after the whole little thing went down when he left, and then we had got into it with the lynch mob and everything. And then we squashed out, we squashed all our differences with the lynch mob. We actually, when Black Superman came out, we went on tour with him. I want to say it was the Predator tour. I think we went on. It's right before they were doing the West Side Connect record, and we went on tour with them. And we kind of like was like, man, what happened? What I mean? Kind of like, man, I don't know. You said this, I said that. And it's funny because he's been the only one that has ever been like, man, like that was some crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like, what I'm saying? But, we were young and we got around it, So now I see him, so I love and, and Laylaw actually made that possible because him and Laylaw is like really tight, you know what I mean? So they made the record happen. Laylaw and my other producer, S-Class, produced it and they put it together. You know what I mean? Along with the record that we're doing. It's actually me, him, and Dre on the album. So, You know, but yeah, man. I mean, you know, it's incredible, like being back and in good graces with people. You know, I highly respect them. I mean, you know, our differences didn't even come from the music aspect. It basically came from like, young cats, saying stuff. You know what I mean? And, like now, you could go to Twitter with stuff and go to Instagram and all that kind of stuff. Back then, it was full blown action. You know what I mean? So if you said something, you had to face it at some club, at some event, or you had to face it, and cats didn't forget. It didn't just go away like that. So we were family. So there was a whole lot of different feelings that went all the way around when things transpired by that. But it was, I think, with us being so close with each other in the early days, it was easy for us to get over those things.
Yeah. Because
it wasn't
elevated and grown so much individually.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, over the years. So, yeah, and like you said, Eazy-E's got to be smiling about all this.
Oh, yeah. That's the way he wanted it, man. I mean, yeah, he wanted it like this, man. You know what I'm saying? My right-handed guy, and from his mouth, he said, man, it's just like the movies say. The movies say a lot of other stuff, but just like he wanted that to happen. That was high on his priority as far as like getting us all back together and getting us all in a room together and making records again. So.
And then the Hall of Fame to top it off. I see DJ
Yella
traveling around the whole fucking world. I think he's in Sri Lanka right now.